Hey, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're freaking doing amazing. So, I've got a Fanta pineapple soda. We're going to be looking, of course, at NVIDIA stock, their overall company. We'll be pulling from multiple resources. Real quick, I'm going to get chat up before we get started. Then I'll show you the resources we'll be using to look over NVIDIA as a whole. Normally in the past, the stocks that I've analyzed have been for my own personal reasons and stuff, or I actually analyze MindArc, the corporation, which owns Entropia Universe, of course, annually, and sometimes I look at their quarterly reports. I'm going to switch this over real quick so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Hopefully you guys can see. We're at the NVIDIA page. You guys can find all these resources. The 10Q report that I will be using is the one directly off of their corporate investor section. Let me make sure we've got this all the way up. Now, I'm not just going to analyze this myself. And by the way, none of this is stock advice. This is us pulling and looking at a bunch of stuff and talking about it. That doesn't mean go buy some stock. It doesn't mean anything at all like that. So in case you guys are confused, I am not endorsing this stock nor not endorsing it. I did look and I own a small amount of it. It is from a previous decision that I owned the amount that I own. I'll temporarily agree to this crap. Okay, so their quarterly reports are out and stuff like that. Their 2025 report should be out too. Let's look for financial reports. 2025. We're looking for their annual report. Boom. Annual report for 2025 right here, guys. So this is going to be, of course, their annual report. Real quick, because I want you guys to have access to this easier than I just spent finding it. I know that didn't look very hard. I have copied the link to the annual report, and it was supposed to be right there. Then they linked me to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click you guys back to my face real quick so I can log into YouTube. And then I can actually share the link to this stuff without any problems. That way we're going to be awesome. Sorry for the inconvenience for the 10 seconds this is going to take for me to do that. But we are there. Hold on 1 second. YouTube. Boom. And we're there. Got it? Boom. Dropping you guys. There is the link for the report in case you guys are wanting it. I don't know if you guys do want it. It's the PDF file for the thing. I'm going to click back to where we're at scenes. Boom. Right there. So this is the annual review from NVIDIA. Now we're going to need this for multiple reasons. First, we're going to have Grok look at it. We're going to have ChatGPT look at it. And I'm going to look at it myself. Obviously, that's our stream up right there. Resources that you can use to understand what's going on here and stuff like that is going to be Investopedia. If you guys have never used Investopedia, it's a great resource. I'm going to link it. Click right here. It'll be confusing for a second. We'll see us streaming. We'll click back. It's okay. So NVIDIA will also be using Yahoo Finance. I'll link that for you guys. That'll be awesome. All the resources you can get, right? Let's look over this. So that looks good. So real quick, we'll get into their report. We can drop these other things so we're not overtaxing my computer, of course, right? I think that'd probably be a good idea. Let's go down here. The feature runs on accelerating computers. Okay, the future probably does run on accelerated computers or computing. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it actually gets to the meat of the report. We want the, usually right off the bat, there's some kind of investor or the CEO giving guidance for how he sees the year playing out. And in all honesty, let's just be legit with this. Don't you guys feel I need to zoom in on this? This doesn't look like it was close enough. Okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of AI super chips powering the next industrial revolution, is what they're promising. Honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm looking at here. It looks super, super fancy. They're offering to summarize the document through AI. I'm going to allow AI to summarize the document over there in the corner. I think that might be a good idea. Don't know if you guys think it is. Guess I better make it where I can see chat and not just be guessing at what's going on. You guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you for being amazing. Don't worry, we're also going to have AI analyze this differently. I don't know. What is this? How do tokens help us explore the dot? I don't know where they're going. This got me sold though. A blueprint for tomorrow's digital workforce. Agentic AI is the next. Oh, our AI assisted summary is already done. Let's look over what's there and then we'll look at their summary of the stuff. I just want to kind of have a glance at what's going on myself. Intelligent systems that perceive, reason, and act. When NVIDIA NEM microservices and AI blueprint businesses can deploy custom AI agents at scale. Can I be honest? The AI agents, guys, I use them all the time over here. Some of this stuff is using AI agents and stuff like that. It's super effective. If you guys are wondering, you can literally have the AI help you on all kinds of tasks that you would be shocked. So the agent mode is much more effective than the normal stuff. I was really impressed with it. I pay extra for it. It's worth it. Transforming $100 or $100 trillion of industry with digital twins and AI. Honestly, I don't know what digital twins are, but let's look over this. NVIDIA Omniverse is the operating system for industrial digitalization, enabling enterprises to build and optimize digital twins of factories, supply chains, and autonomous machines, paired with NVIDIA Cosmos. I don't know what NVIDIA Cosmos is right off the bat. World Foundation models. Trained on real-world physics, teams can simulate, test, refine intelligent systems before deployment. From Foxconn to Accenture, I don't know what Accenture is, guys. Industry leaders are using Omniverse and Cosmos to accelerate the future of physical AI. I would assume it's what, supply chain, industrial control stuff. I believe that's super profitable, guys. And I'm going to tell you guys, this legitimately, this robotic error, people think that these robots are overhyped. I've done a video on the robots that'll be doing most of the agricultural before. There is a massive amount of very functional robots coming in, guys. I get it. There's all kinds of videos of them doing screw up stuff. Guess what? We've got all kinds of videos all over the internet of humans doing screw up stuff. So don't think just because there's videos of screw up stuff, it's not a real thing, okay? So legit, my theory is, if you are the first person with a robot dealership that can finance in your area, you're probably going to be a rich man. I don't have the money and the financial ability right now to do that. But honestly, if somebody wants to be Daddy Warbucks and come in and partner with me, I would be legit into the idea of a robot type store. Not just selling one robot, but financing people for multiple brands. Because I do believe that every home that has a car will have a robot. Just gonna be honest. So we all know they do graphics cards and badass other stuff. That's cool. I like it. That cool little mini robot. Okay, so this is the letter to the stakeholder. This is the meat, guys. This is usually the CEO or somebody super important writing up and drafting the letters to the stakeholder. Yeah, CEO and founder Jensen Hung. Good for him. I'm glad he's a genius. Okay, we're going to read it. It's going to be long. Then we're going to immediately just get to the meat of the stuff, just because honestly, these always take so much longer than I thought they were going to take to read. Dear NVIDIans and stakeholders, a new industrial revolution is underway, transforming energy into artificial intelligence. The factory of this industrial revolution, an AI factory, is powered by computers created by NVIDIA. For decades, computer advanced through hand-coded software executed on CPUs. That model has reached its limits. Today's computers have learned to understand, reason, and solve problems using machine learning algorithms running on GPUs. AI is the new model of computing. This transformation is global, sweeping across every market and institution, from digital customer services, drug discoveries to financial trade, software development, robotics, and self-driving cars. Just as bits are the fundamental units of classical computing, tokens are the atomic unit of digital intelligence. I don't know this stuff, but good for them. The symbols through which AI expressed through. Each token is a fragment of meaning, a word, a piece of code, a strand of DNA in sequence. They form thoughts, structures, stories, and reasoning. NVIDIA computers are the thinking machines that generate these tokens, the currency of the AI age. A new type of infrastructure has emerged, AI factories. Just as earlier factories forged steel or assembled cars, AI factories generate tokens, transforming data into intelligence. Okay? And just as power plants fueled the industrial economy, AI factories power the intelligence economy. At NVIDIA, we are building this future, designing the engines of AI age, and creating the factories that will power the next wave of human progress. GTC 25, our annual GTC conference, held as the Woodstock of AI, is the launch pad of an AI industry. This year, nearly 27,000 attendees gathered in San Jose, with hundreds of thousands more joining online. They came from some 100 countries, more than 10,000 companies, and more than 400 of the world's most promising startups. GTC 2025 showcased the accelerating frontier of AI, reasoning, and interface time scaling that will drive a 100% increase in computer demand. Okay, our computing roadmap for NVIDIA, Blackwell to run to Rubin. Computing roadmap from NVIDIA, Blackwell to Rubin to Feynman. I actually don't know what that is. And to the rise of the next wave, agent AI and physical AI, beyond perception and generative AI. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what level is beyond perception and generative AI, but yeah, that's cool, impressive. I mean, like, you're going to scare the shit out of the people that are scared of Skynet, but I mean, like, beside that, cool. We introduced new platforms and partnerships to bring AI to every enterprise and industry, and unveiled transformative techniques for robotics and autonomous machines. GTC 2025 made it unmistakably clear NVIDIA has transformed a chip company to a full stack company, a computing platform, to data center scale AI systems to AI infrastructure company, to the AI infrastructure company. Today, companies and countries rely on NVIDIA to build the essential infrastructure of the AI age. In the decades ahead, trillions of dollars of AI infrastructure will be built, reshaping the $100 trillion global economy. I totally believe him on that, honestly, guys. Financial strategy and positioning. This year marked a structural shift in the computing economy. Fiscal 2025 was not a transition, it was a break from the past. AI models moved beyond answering questions to reasoning through complex tasks. Interface workloads surpassed training, and AI infrastructure expanded beyond centralized data centers into factories, vehicles, hospitals, and homes around the world. This metamorphosis drove exceptional performance. Revenues more than doubled. Oh, this is impressive, guys. Holy shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you don't get this kind of shit very often. This is sexy. I own a little bit now. I wish I owned a lot. If you guys don't know, revenues doubling. That, I don't know if you guys realize this, but these guys have been around for a few more years than just a little bit. So revenues don't usually continue to double into long-term operational stages. This is some sexy ass shit. This is the kind of stuff that somebody should be super proud of. Good for them. Operating income rose by 147% to 81.5 billion. Earnings per share grew 147%. I mean, I don't know if they can cap that out another year. If they could do that another year, I don't own enough if that's what's happening. But this is impressive. If you did buy this in the past, because who knows where it goes, this is super impressive. Fourth quarter capped a defining year. 39.3 billion in revenue, up 78% year over year, and 12 this is a bane of me, sequentially. Sorry, guys. 22.1 billion in net income, 16.6 billion in operating cash flow. From training to reasoning, data center revenue reached 115.2 billion, up 142% year over year. Quarter 4 alone delivered 35.6 billion, including 11 billion in Blackwell revenue, the fastest product ramp in our company's history. That's crazy, guys. I honestly don't know what this Blackwell project is, guys, and I honestly don't know what this other project he threw out over here earlier, the one that's going to unify all the factories and stuff. I'm not sure on that. I don't know what that is. It sounds good, sounds smart. I like it. Let's do it. I wish I owned more stock. I mean, I'll look at it. That's not stock advice. That's just me personally. This sounds good to me, what they're saying. We'll look into it further. You know what let's do? Let's ask Grok. We're gonna and I don't believe Grok is as good at this stuff. And so I doubt that these guys, Grok, I'm feeling is gonna suck at this, you guys. And I'm not sure all the way Maybe I'll have to copy paste it for Grok because Grok's kind of not the same as the you know, well, let's just say it's not the same. We'll see if this is going to give us an answer. I don't know if it's able to do this. Let's go like this. We need agent mode for this. We're going to get back to that, guys. I just want to get these thinking real quick. Now, of course, I'm going to spell it wrong because I like to do that publicly. Okay, so I'm going to request that this presents us it. So I'm asking, I need you to analyze NVIDIA stock and examine their annual report. Give us an executive summary, and I'm spelling summary wrong even, presented to an investor board. Boom. Okay, boom, and we'll stick it on it. I believe it can check it out. I don't know, but we'll look in a second. I'm going to see if both of these are capable. Okay, so it did pull it. Look at this. We're going to have this. And we'll look over this. We're going to look at the main meat and potatoes of stuff. Then we'll look at these two different financial. Oh, boom, it has it. So this is why I like agent mode. See, it's able to go out, look at the thing, read through it, analyze it. You can tell it what perspective to come at you with things and stuff like that. By the time we're done looking at it, don't worry. We'll get back and we'll go look at what AI says about it. So I think you guys got it. Training to reasoning, full stack end-to-end stuff. Honestly, you guys are going to be able to read over most of this yourself. Let's pull over to their actual financials. Because in all honesty, guys, they've obviously, this is a super comprehensive letter to the shareholders. Here is their looking forward. This, honestly, is a very valid section most of the time. It looks very dense. I'm going to just be honest. So let's see what this AI analyzes it. The document is the annual report and proxy statements in NVIDIA Corporation. We already knew this. Okay, the future of acceleration in computing. We are entering a new industrial revolution where intelligence is a key product. I agree with all of this. The emergence of AI as factories. We read through that. Here, let's read about this. CUDA-X, enabling accelerated computing. NVIDIA's CUDA-X is a software stack that simplifies accelerated computing across various industries. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about end-to-end computing stuff, and I am not a developer of any kind. This sounds good to me. Don't know what it is really. It includes libraries and tools that enhance performance in applications like data science and deep learning. I think I'm good for it. Blackwell, the AI super chip revolution. Blackwell is NVIDIA's fastest platform, offering 30 times faster interface and 25 times lower ownership cost. Sounds super awesome, right? It significantly boosts AI factory output, making AI production scalable and efficiency. Okay, I like that in theory. Agentic AI. So I already know what agentic AI is. I use it. It's amazing, you guys. You can have it learn shit and become a specialist of a type. Literally, it's freaking crazy. And it will learn and get better and better. And so, like, it is like a SME. That's what it is. You guys know how in corporations they'll have a subject matter expert? You can turn an agent into a SME. That's what the advantage. It's freaking amazing. Transforming industries with digital twins. This is that thing that we were wondering about. NVIDIA Omniverse enables the creation of digital twins for optimizing factories and supply chains. Companies like Foxconn and Accenture, I don't know who those guys are leveraging this technology for industrial digitalization. This I do think is a smart thing, just for the record. I don't want to pretend. Robotics and a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. This I million% believe. You guys know I'm a big proponent of robots are coming, right? And GeForce RTX 50 series AI in gaming. This makes me feel my graphics card sucks now all of a sudden. What the hell? I have a good graphics card. It doesn't have AI built into it. That's freaking badass. I don't know about this. 8 times performance boost. That sounds sexy as shit, guys. Financial performance. We read about this. We already know they performed well. Building an AI infrastructure in the U.S. I'm going to tell you, just a few days ago, or maybe last week, they announced that they would unleash AI across the board in the U.S. It's a serious freaking thing. AI is a legit, it is the future of many things to come. And so if you guys didn't know that, it's coming, it's here. We're full bore investing in this country. The role of CUDA X in AI revolution. I want to make sure we have sound. Yeah, good to know. Ecosystem driving innovation and adoption. Yeah, we looked at the CUDA thing. I don't really know anything about it. Digital workforce, AI agents in business. You can make an AI agent do any little task, like look into this and summarize it for me, make an executive summary and put it on my desk. They can send out freaking emails for you and other shit. Basically, most of your administrative jobs that people just show up and they do what somebody else tells them to do can be done by an AI agent, just so you guys know. And even if you have to walk it through it and do it a couple times yourself to show it how it's done, it'll learn. Like, it's a learning agent. It becomes more and more of an expert. So I assume this digital agent system is about to kill off a bunch of personal assistance jobs unless they get their shit together real quick and embrace it and become the ultimate personal assistant who is already utilizing AI. These are freaking good. I'm not sponsored. It's just that good. Okay. Importance of voting your shares. Okay, their stockholders are urged to vote. That's valid. And financial 2025 financial performance overview. Oh, and then they cut me off. I'd have to pay and subscribe for full access. Interesting. I've never used the whatever program this is AI to summarize things. Let's go down here. We're going to roll down to their actual finances and stuff like that. Let's kind of glance it over. Here's their fiscal results. Oh, this is really nice. Look at this, guys. So they're $130.5 billion in overall revenue, up 114%. Gross margin, 75%, up 2.3 points per on year. I don't know. That's not really that impressive on that, but I'm not really. Well, you know what? To eke out an extra margins, and with all this other stuff up and their revenues up, they're probably awesome. Operating income is up. We already went over that. Diluted earnings per share. They still had pretty good earnings per share. I'm going to tell you, I don't know their different divisions. It looks like their computer network revenue was pretty good and up. Their graphics component of their overall revenue is not as impressive, guys. So I know of NVIDIA because their graphic cards kick ass and they make great gaming stuff. That's only up 6%. And in all honesty, guys, that's a super small amount of the money they make. Like, they make a shit ton of money in computing and networking. The amount that they're making in graphics, I just would have thought it was more in graphics. Good to know. Data centers is huge. Gaming is still not impressive. Professional visualization, I don't know what professional visualization is, guys. And their automotive industry is not very big. So this section of their stuff is not very big. It's up. They're growing it all. They're growing across the board, guys. If you guys are wondering, they're doing super well. I'm going to have to probably find out how much this GeForce RTX 50 series GPT blah 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 with the freaking AI is. Obviously, that's going to be the go-to graphics card, right? Everybody knows that. What can we do? Next, what are we looking at here? Election of 13 directors. Oh shit, this is the voting stuff. I don't care about that. We're not even into that right now. They have a skill and competency list? Oh, this is badass. Hung is the only one. No, wait, who is this? This dude is a badass. Look, he has all the skills. I don't know him. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I like this. I don't have a vote in their company, but shit, man, I'm going to tell you, nobody else does this. I've never seen a skill board layout for frickin' company dudes before in my life. Yeah, I'm impressed. This is totally different than how it's normally laid out. Okay. Financially, guys, I'm going to just be honest. I didn't go in and do ratio analysis, and we'd have to actually pull some of the quarterly reports and do some other stuff. Most of this has been looking pretty good. I mean, it sounds great. I'd kind of like to get to, like, some of their other financials, such as maybe statement of cash flow or something. This is one of the largest reports I've ever seen. I've never actually looked at a company's report that's so massive, and I'm gonna just admit to not being fully prepared for the size of their report. I'm freaking impressed. Equity compensation plan. Okay, here we are. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. There's just no way for me to sit here and read this all to you, and I'm glad it summarized everything. Let's look at what we know from the other stuff. Let's pull charts on it. Got it. Do we have some? We need long term. Let's look 5 years. I don't want to look at some weak shit. Can we look at statistics on it? Okay. Honestly, guys, I believe that this is an amazing company, right? The price to earnings is seems just a little high to me. I mean, like, I get that they're making killer money. Where's our summary on this? Can we get a summary? But what I'm feeling on this PE, okay, $44.62 to buy a buck is what I'm kind of seeing on this. Like, do I believe that they're a really good investment? Yes. Ish. I mean, this is not investment advice. They look good as an investment. If you have it. Does that make sense? But honestly, I'm mixed bag. Let's skip forward because I don't want to give my. By the way, you guys, if you don't understand any of the terms or anything you need to understand, also not a commercial because they don't sponsor me. Investopedia allows you to look up terms, learn shit. It'll actually teach you about finance and investment and stuff like that. It's super handy for that reason. So let's see what Grok has to say. NVIDIA, from a stockholder's perspective, as a stockholder, assuming that what you meant by stockholder, a common autocorrect mishap. What did I say? I don't know. Yes, I don't. I didn't pay attention to the autocorrect. I say NVIDIA remains one of the most compelling growth stories in tech. See, their growth is awesome. Their earnings per share, or not their earnings per share, but their, actually, yeah, what they're bringing in per share is what I'm confused on. This, especially in the AI area. Their FY 2025 annual report paints a picture of explosive execution amid surging demand and acceleration for computing, but it is not without the usual high stakes risk that comes with such dominance. I'll break it down based on key elements from the report: financial business momentum, risks, and forward look. Overall, I'm bullish. NVIDIA isn't just riding the AI wave, they are architecting the ocean it's crashing through. But let's dive in with data. A financial snapshot. Financial snapshot, a masterclass in hypergrowth. NVIDIA's crushed it in 2025, more than doubling revenue while ballooning profits, largely thanks to data center segmentation, which now accounts for 89% of total revenue, which we just looked at that. This is incremental. It is a structural shift as AI infrastructure spend skyrockets. I don't know, that's worded weird. Here's a quick table that of the highlights, all the figures in US millions unless noted, year over year comparisons to FY 2024. Total revenue is 130,497, but in millions, so it's a crazy amount. 114% up. Net income or GAAP. Under GAAP. Generally accepted accounting principles, by the way, is what GAAP means. So net income in GAAP compliance is 72,880, but in millions. So that's up 140%. We've got diluted EPS, which is a 10-to-1 stock split. Buyback. Wait, did they solidify? Oh, they did a buyback that added a tailwind onto it. I don't know anything about that. I wasn't following it, but good for them. Smart move. I like buybacks. Cash from operations, they don't have a percentage here, but obviously they got a bunch of cash from it. That's in millions, so that's a freaking crazy amount, which fueled a 34 billion in share repurchase. Oh, this is their stock back buy. Right here we're seeing how it worked. Boom. Oh, this is right there. Boom. These are connected, guys. Okay, segment breakdown. Computing networking is 116.2 billion at plus 145%. Graphics is 14.3 at 6%. We already knew that that was not impressive. This Hopper, Blackwell, and the other stuff we already looked at does seem to be driving it. Let me look over this real quick. I just wanted to glance down. From a return standpoint, this is gold. 34 billion in buybacks plus a 0.8 billion dividend directly accelerates value. Offsetting dilution from equity grants. Total shareholder returns over the prior 3 years put NVIDIA in the 100th percent versus the S&P 500. If you are holding, this validates the premium valuation. AI isn't a bubble. It is a multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure build-out. I believe that too. Granted, we do have to consider that AI is what we are. That AI did this. I don't know if AI is going to call itself a bubble. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't really care. I bet a bunch of people thought there was a car bubble several times before cars were all over the roads. You know what I'm saying? What I like, unmatched moat and momentum. AI supremacy. Ooh, that sounded almost bigoted from an AI. I'm just joking. I love AI. NVIDIA's full stack play GPUs like Blackwell plus CPU, networking via Spectrum X, and software like CUDA and NIM. Ooh, I like the rats in NIM too. Is a flywheel. Over 6 million developers are locked in via CUDA, powering 75% of the world's supercomputers. Demand for AI factories, data to intelligence pipelines, drove data center revenue up 142 through 162%, with hyperscale like Amazon and Microsoft as key customers. New factories like Agentic AI and robotics via Isaac Groot and sovereign AI clusters, i.e. Japan/India, open 50 trillion plus in opportunities. Execution edge. R&D at 12.9 B, up 49%. Isn't spending. It is investment in a roadmap. Blackwell Ultra in FY 2026. Rubin Feynman Beyond that delivers 30 times efficient speeds and 25 times cost savings. Partnerships with everyone from startups to Fortune 500 plus DGX Cloud for easy AI access make NVIDIA indispensable. Balance sheet fortress. 64 billion cash flow gives it the firepower for M&A. More buybacks. 38.7 billion authorization left. So it has money left to buy stock back. This is crazy, guys. So it's not going to... Okay, I shouldn't say that. So normally if there's a substantial amount of money sitting under a stock, right? Like where they have a buyback in place, it's very hard for the stock to drop below the value of the buyback in place by a company, because they want to reobtain themselves. So anytime it starts getting down into those numbers, it gets bought back up, right? That isn't stock manipulation. That's them shopping for a value deal and taking advantage of any time it's under a certain level, right? That's fair play. Everybody should do it. I'm going to be honest, this is a pretty sexy report. As a holder, this screams compounding machine. Every IA model trained scales NVIDIA relevance, juicing EPS and market shares. The caution, high stakes, high volatility. No blue chip growth story is risk-free. And NVIDIA's report is candid about the pitfalls. Worth stress testing your position against these. Concentration of risk. These customers, all in computing network, make about 34% of revenues. Indirect exposure to one CPS is 10%. A hypercell sequence or in-house chip pivot, e.g. Google's TPU, could sting. True, granted. I mean, I don't know about where Google's on things, but they have money too, and they could definitely do something, right? Supply chain squeeze. Heavy reliance on TSMC Foxconn in Asia means geopolitical flare-ups, Taiwan tension, U.S.-China export controls, or disruptions could delay ramp. 30.8 billion in non-cancelable commitments from Blackwell is a bet on endless AI hunger. Its demand softens. Excess inventory provisions like the 3.7 hit this year erode its margins. I don't know anything about this. Can't speak on that. Competition and regulations. AMD, Intel are nipping at GPU. Huawei and broadband in networking, and customers build custom silicone. U.S. export rules already cap Chinese scale pre-2023 levels, with new AI diffusion rules post-January 2025, adding worldwide licensing hurdles, broader regs, EU AI Act, antitrust probes could slow innovation and invite fines. Could happen. Macro wildcards, crypto volatility. Ethereum's merge hurt mining but could rebound. Recessions curbing enterprise spending, or defects, e.g. past warranty hit of 1.3 billion, add noise. I don't know anything about that either. These aren't deal breakers, but amplify swings. NVIDIA stock can drop 20% on a whisper of supply glitches. Auditor PwC gave a clean bill, unqualified opinion, but flagged inventory valuations as critical audit matters due to the scale. If this is true, anytime that a 20% drop in them, if you believe in them, means that there's a buy. Like legitimately, I'd play a 20% drop in a company that I thought was going to stay in business and go back up. Because 20% profit in your stocks over a year is a reasonable move, right? So if you could make a move in a single move, so if there's a 20% fear drop one day, I'm not saying buy it, but like think about it, look at it from your perspective, learn, evaluate your risks, blah, blah. Bottom line, buy, hold, and watch the Blackwell ramp. I don't even know about this Blackwell thing. I feel like I need to know much more about it because so much of the focus of this has been on this Blackwell thing. You guys know what I'm talking about? Bottom line, okay, from my stock lens, NVIDIA's FY 2025 report reinforces why it's a core holding. 114% revenue growth isn't luck. It's the AI megatrend materializing with NVIDIA as the pick and shovel or GPU provider. The 72.9 billion profit bonanza and aggressive returns to owner make it rewarding in the near term, while the ecosystem moat and Rubin era visions promise 10 times upside long term. That said, I trim if valuations stretch too far. Forward price earnings of under 50. See, this is what I'm not understanding. Its price earnings per share, guys, is not impressive. Like, I hold all kinds of, like, what they're doing is epic impressive. That's what's going on. And so it's such a mixed bag because what you're investing in, honestly, they're doing epic stuff, but they're not returning epic returns right now. Now, could that change? Yes. If you are in, congrats. You're positioned for the computer revolution. If not, considering dipping in on dips. This is what I think too. I think right now its value is too high to buy more. It's worth holding, but I would probably, if they got hit, like if they took a big punch in their face, like 20%, I would personally probably buy more. That's not stock advice. That's just people having a conversation. And like, but reality, let's read another AI's perspective on it too, right? But diversify to sleep easy. What your entry point or biggest, what's your entry point or biggest worry? I'd love to geek out about more specifics. Honestly, I'll probably get more into this. I kind of want to know more about Blackwell, guys, just so we know. I think I can share this conversation to you guys in case you guys want this. Let me see if this is possible. I'm going to grab this. I don't know if this actually works the way I think it does. Here is this conversation. Boom. You're welcome. If you're looking to look at more of this, let me get back to what we're looking at. I think we've got the whole of the conversation on it. Yes. Okay. So I just linked you guys the whole of the conversation if you guys want that. So you guys can look through, read it yourself, and such like that. Let's read about the NVIDIA bill. As of November 2025, Blackwell is shipping via partners like AWS, Google Cloud, CoreWeave, Dell, HPE, Lenovo, Supermicro, a bunch of people. What is Blackwell? Did they explain what it actually is? I'm really not understood. Oh, it's super chips, you guys. What the hell is this? I don't know anything about this. This is all above my stuff. I don't know about super chips, guys. The Blackwell super chips are shipping. Okay, we're going to go here. I thought it already did this. I don't know how it doesn't have this done for us, guys. Did it not look like it was doing this when we left off? I left the page and it decided it was done doing it. It should only have to think about this for a second. We'll talk while it's doing it. I apologize. I don't know why I thought it would work on stuff while we were off doing other stuff. Okay, reading mode, stuff. By the way, I hope you guys are having a great day, kicking butt, dominating in your own personal life. I'm just waiting for AI to do AI things. Okay, we got it. I hope it didn't hack some shit. Okay, boom. Here's our investor executive summary. It was just like, was going to keep analyzing stuff or something. I don't know what the hell was going on there. NVIDIA Corporation, investor, board, executive summary. Fiscal 2025. It just did more stuff. I don't even know what's going on. Didn't it just give me my report? Now it's doing more stuff. Okay, guys. I thought it was going to present some stuff to us, but then it did other stuff, and now it's doing more stuff. Okay. This is one of those things. AI has decided to take over doing what it's doing. I just need it to give us our report. I'm going to drink some soda. Oh, I don't need it. Holy shit, it made a slideshow? Agent mode might have went too far, guys. We'll find out. I'm trying to get this, guys. Trying so hard. I just no. I want. Oh, F. We've got frickin' some kind of executive thing. I just need an executive summary, guys. I just need it to give us an executive summary. I don't need it to present us a slideshow. I don't need it to create us a movie about the wells. It'll do some stuff. You gotta reel it in. Reel in the AI, guys. Think. Simple down what you're doing, AI. ChatGPT's little agent mode is kind of crazy. Crazy powerful. Crazy. By the way, I looked up California earthquake risks one day and found out a lot of fascinating stuff about that. Oh, come on. I gave you the info. Now it's going to go find its own info, read up about it. See, look at this. It's doing it. Okay, well, it's going to give us a executive summary based on much more stuff than what I gave it. Because, of course, what I gave it obviously isn't enough as it goes through the entire internet finding and reading everything. This is going to give us, I guess, an extraordinarily good overall view of things. Let's hope the AI doesn't do this circular logic thing where it finds my stream in an attempt to learn about AI. I mean, about NVIDIA. So then it starts watching our stream and then just keeps watching our stream while it's trying to learn as we're waiting for it to present us the information. And then we're just in this circle of life that's, yeah. Okay. I don't know why it's opening lines to capture risks, ... But it's doing that. So, I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I'm a little excited. I have all my stuff. I've de-thawed a turkey. I don't know when I need to start cooking said turkey. Okay, now it's doing it. Look at this. Plan executive summary. Let's throw me an executive summary, machine. Do it. Thank you all for hanging around and waiting for AI to get its shit together and give us its presentation. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I hadn't been specific enough with the whole, hey, we want just you to present us the facts, give us a report. Not make it. Man, this gave me the hiccups, guys. Pineapple soda pop? It'll give you the hiccups. I apologize. I didn't realize it's going to be so impacted. Man, it's really reading some shit, guys. I just needed to present it. Okay, come on, keep going, little AI. I didn't think it. Oh, wait, boom, got it. Okay, ready, guys? Below is an executive summary for the investment board. Based on NVIDIA's fiscal 2025 annual report, Q3 FY 2026, update current stock data and the company's stated strategy. Citations are provided for material fact. The company and industry context, a full stack AI platform. NVIDIA describes itself as a full-stack AI company integrating GPUs, CPUs, NVLink networking, Spectrum X Ethernet, and softwares into an end-to-end platform optimized for pre-training, post-training, and real-time reasoning. The company introduced Interface Microservices, NIMS or NIMS, AI blueprints, and the Nemotron model family to help enterprise deploy generative and agentic AI quickly. Blackwell based AI factories are not just chips, they are purpose built, deeply integrated systems designed to scale across entire lifetimes. That's fascinating right there, guys. Structural shift in computing. Fiscal 2025 was a break from the past. Workloads moved from training to interface, and AI infrastructure expanded beyond centralized data centers to factories, vehicles, hospitals, and homes. NVIDIA positioned itself as the infrastructure provided for this new industrial revolution. FY 2025 financial highlights. Revenue and profitability. Revenue more than doubled to 130 billion, an increase of 14% year over year, and operating income rose 147% to 81.5 billion. Diluted earnings per share increased 147 to 2.94. Quarter 4 revenues was 39.3 billion, up 78% year over year, with 22.1 billion of net income. Segment and platform mix. Data center revenue reached 115 billion, plus 142% year over year. And Q4 data center revenue alone was 35.6 billion, including 11 billion from Blackwell platform. Computer and networking data centers accounted for the vast majority of growth, while gaming and professional visualization and automotive platforms contributed 11.4 billion, 1.9 billion, and 1.7 billion respectively, which would be impressive for almost any other industry. Legit, that's freaking badass, guys. Cash generation and capital returns. The company's ended the year with 43.32 billion in cash and marketable securities, generated 64.1 billion in operating cash flow, and returned 34.5 billion to shareholders, mostly shareholder buybacks. Management highlighted a diversified supply chain and 30.8 billion in supply commitments to support customer continuity. FY 2026 update through Q3. Q3 2026 resulted from the quarter end 2026, October 2025. NVIDIA report record revenues of 57.0 billion, up 62 year over year. The data center revenue was 51.2 billion, plus 66% year over year, with GAAP and non-GAAP gross margins around 31.5 and diluted EPS of 1.3. Jensen Hung said Blackwell sales were off the chart and cloud GPUs were sold out, underscoring persistent demand. What is a cloud GPU? Can you cloud out your GPU stuff off of your computer? Holy shit, this is something I didn't even know about. The company returned 37 billion to shareholders during the first 9 months and still had 2.2 billion remaining under repurchasing authorization, which is insane. Stock performance and evaluation. The price trend. Microtrans data shows that the stock closed at 177.8 on 25th of November of 25th of November of 2025, with an all-time high closing price of $207.4 on the 29th of October of 2025. The 52-week range was $86.6 through $212.19. And the average price over the past year was 149.65. The annual percentage change for 2025 was plus 32.44. That's a great gain percent, following a 171% gain in 2024. That's crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, I mean, that is diminishing returns. 171% is way crazy. That's still crazy. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Current valuations. Current valuation metrics. As of 2025, November 26, Stock Analysis reports a market capitalization of 4.38 trillion. A trailing and forward price earnings ratio of 44.6. This is not impressive. I don't understand. Oh, this is not as bad. This 22.98 as a return, or 25.98 isn't horrible. This is super high, guys. That's how much it's costing you to buy a dollar in earnings. I mean, that's not its growth, that's its earnings. Respectively, analysts widely rate the stock as a strong buy, noting price targets in the low 200s, but valuations reflect a very high growth expectation and a beta of about 2.27, which is pretty impressive. That's a very positive beta. If the stock market goes up by 3 points, you're getting 6.6 something. I'm not going to do the math on it because there's a 7 there, and all of a sudden that made it hard. But you'd get a amplified return, right? This is the percent of the basically it's the multiplier effect, guys. Implying above market volatility. Yeah, that's true. It is that too. Okay, growth drivers. Explosive AI demand. NVIDIA views AI as a new industrial revolution. Inference workloads have surpassed training, and agentic AI systems are entering production. Management claims the Blackwell platform delivers 30 times faster interface and 25 times lower cost per token, making AI factories economically feasible and fueling multi-year demand. Orders for data center GPUs reportedly exceeded 50 billion, and Q3 results suggest hyperscale demand is still compounding. Full stack platform and ecosystems. By selling integrated chips, systems, networking, and software, NVIDIA increases switching costs and opens recurring software revenue streams. Partnerships with AWS, Microsoft, Oracle, Google, CoreWeave, Sovereign AI, initiatives provides distribution and scale. New market opportunities. The company is expanding into agentic AI, NIMS, and blueprints, robotics, project group, digital twins, Omniverse, and automotive drive platform. FYI, 2025 automotive revenue grew 55% to 1.7 billion. I have no clue about NVIDIA's automotive side, guys. This is all news to me. A management expect customers ramp. And management expects customer ramps to begin in FY 2026. I don't have a clue what they're talking about there. Manufacturing resilience. For the first time, NVIDIA will manufacture AI chips and supercomputers in the U.S. through facilities in Arizona and Texas, reducing reliance on overseas foundries and bringing AI infrastructure closer to the customers. Risks and considerations. Concentration and Competition. Revenue remains heavily concentrated in a few hyperscale customers. Internal acceleration programs at Amazon, Google, Meta, and others could reduce NVIDIA's share over time. The company cites technological change, competition, and possibility of defects, changing standards or market acceptance as low risk. Supply and geopolitical risk, long manufacturing lead times, and component shortages could cause supply demand mismatch. U.S. export controls on advanced GPUs to China and potentially new AI regulations may limit addressable markets. The company also points to economic conditions and reliance on third party manufacturers as material risks. Valuation risk. At 45 times trailing earnings, NVIDIA trades at a premium. Any slowing down in AI spending, supply issues, or microeconomic headwinds could lead to sharp corrections. The stock's beta is 2.27, suggesting volatility. This is how much it will move when it moves, guys. That anytime it's above a 1, it will, like, if the whole market started going to shit, it'll go to shit that much more. Get it? Like, 1 is it's even with the market. So if the market as a whole was dropping by 20%, you drop by 20%. If the market went up by 20%, you'd go up. That's why if you find something with a negative beta, if the market is crashing, negative betas are going up. It's a whole crazy thing, guys. It doesn't matter. Execution risk. Scaling manufacturing in the U.S. and executing on multiple product lines. Blackwell, Rubin, Feynman, Groot, Omniverse requires significant capital and coordinations. Operating expenses increases 45% year over year to 16.4 billion. Honestly, what they increased in money making is way more impressive. And continued R&D intensity is essential to maintain leadership. I agree. Board level implications. Prioritize AI leadership while diversifying revenue. The board should monitor progress in software services, robotics, and digital twin platforms to reduce dependency on hyperscaling. So this is all interesting and stuff like that. Let's ask it. We're going to ask it if it's a good stock to buy, hold, or keep at the end. We'll just wrap it up there. This is not a recommendation. This is an AI's opinion. Honestly, guys, do not just go mindlessly freaking doing stuff, even if an AI does it. Okay? Holy shit, now it's going to do some serious analysis again. Let's take a deep breath. I believe it looks like a sexy stock myself. I'm going to hold it right now. Its earnings for the amount you have to spend on it right now is not sexy though, guys. I mean, like, I like to see something that's a lot higher overall type return. They're going to get us a final message in the summary real quick. We'll read what AI has to say. It's probably going to list it as a buy because the overall financial experts say it's a buy. And overall, it does look like that. It honestly, guys, all technology is a risk of the next technology, right? So anybody understands that some genius could break through with something in his basement or garage 5 days from now that changes our understanding of technology and makes this obsolete. And so that's a super important thing to know. What the numbers suggest: exceptional growth but high expectations. Fiscal 2025 revenues more than doubled to 130.5 billion. Operating income surged to 147%. And diluted earnings per share climbed 147 to 2.97 or 94. We already know all this. What is the consensus, guys? Buy. hold, or blah blah. Ultimately, whether to buy, hold, or reduce a position in NVIDIA should reflect your personal risk tolerance, diversification needs, and investment time frame. The stock offers compelling long-term growth and perspective, but comes with evaluation expectations and volatility. Buy investors with long-term horizons who believe in the AI. Okay, so if you believe in AI and you think this is a long-time thing, you're going to want to buy it, right? So if you believe in what we just looked over and you think, yeah, that's it, and you're a long-term investor, not a stock trader trading for tomorrow, then this looks sexy. If you already hold it and you don't think something weird's going to happen, there's no reason to get rid of it. And honestly, on this trim one, honestly, the only way you're going to trim it is if you have a whole shitload of it, or you really do think something else is going to knock it out. Or there's a better opportunity. Guys, if you have an opportunity to go and double your money next week, you'd be crazy to hold your money in here, right? So that is what it is. So I do want to thank you guys for asking me to look over this stock. I honestly had never really looked at NVIDIA. Their stock report is massively larger than MindArc's, so I kind of was not prepared for what we were looking at. Next week sometime, I will try to knock MindArc's out and get it done. I do want to thank you guys for just being amazing, being awesome people yourselves. Thank you guys for hanging out. Peace, very best wishes, and you guys have a great rest of your weekend or your week. And have a great holiday.